Rick writes in, you guys are too effing cynical.
No.
What you saw today was a class act and very tastefully done. This is a historical day in Boston sports history, so there's no need to try and arouse controversy. If this is the way you truly feel, it's time for a reality check.
And if you
That's
believe
what we're trying to give you.
And if you believe it, you're a child.
Helen writes in, you guys are unbelievable. 20 years of winning, Belichick was the best. Now you don't have a good thing to say? Why is it not amicable? Because you say so? I hope Bill goes to another team and wins a Super Bowl. Okay.
You're looking for good feeling. That's what the montage is for.
John writes in, you're an idiot. Subject line. I just don't need to read anything more than that. Carl writes in, once again, you and Maz had to make things up regarding the Belichick firing.
Once again?
For 3 days, we had to listen to you two grandmas make up storylines that aren't true. You have no inside knowledge, so you just spew whatever's in your head. And now you'll excuse that by saying it's an opinion show. The problem is your show isn't based on actual knowledge, just your opinion.
Correct.
After all these years, you have no firsthand knowledge of the teams you talk about and have to rely on others. That's a problem, don't you think?
Nope.
Continuing my thoughts, you guys are the most miserable a-holes ever.
Fact.
I can think of other people that are more miserable.
There's some that are worse.
The happenings of today were the best they could be from a corporate perspective, something you hacks have no idea about.
No, that's right. The best they could be, but not good.
From a corporate perspective, which means fake.
Quote, I believe this, I believe that. If you were good enough to have your own inside knowledge of what goes on with the teams you cover instead of guessing all the time, maybe you'd have your own talk show. Oh, wait, somehow you do.
I'd rather guess.
Please stop. You're embarrassing yourself again. Signed, Carl.
That's the idea.
I'm surprised he didn't add a Curran was making it up, too.
Keith writes, was Belichick fired? Of course. Was some of the stuff today a little fake? Sure. But was it a nice moment for us real Patriots fans? Yes, it was. As BB teared up a little bit, so did I, because it's officially and finally over. Like most Boston fans, I'm usually drawn to the cynicism. I think it's part of being a Boston sports fan. And I know you've made a lot of money off fake outrage, but congrats. And congrats. But JFC, can we have one day? You even said when he's gone you would celebrate him. But of course, that was BS. That was a fake promise.
Yeah, blame ESPN.
Felt like a setup, actually.
Keith in New Hampshire wrote that. Keith, I was ready to celebrate him, and then I got fed a line of bull crap, and I reacted. It wasn't my fault. It was ESPN's.
Feels like a Felger setup there.
And the PR machine with New England. They fed me a plate of bull crap, and I'm sorry, I just can't eat it. I can't play along. I'm not wired to play along with it. I'm sorry, I'm not.
How about a little salt? Will that help?
We don't approach this show like it's not a fan show. It's
Pink
not
salt.
We can't run the show like fans. It would be a horrible show. If fan radio is horrible, I can't stand those shows.
I think Bill teared up out of anger.
Keith says, I think the root of your fake outrage is that you wanted them to drag this out for months, but they didn't. Don't you love how whenever someone doesn't agree with your outrage, it's fake outrage?
Yeah, right.
It's not fake outrage. It's just telling it like it is.
Again.
But it's only fake when you don't agree with it. When you agree with the outrage, it's not fake outrage.
Kraft's decided to let him go.
Felger writes, Larry, come on, man. Cut Robert some slack. I do think Robert could have held out and got something in return for Bill. His decision not to is a class act on his part. I'm kind of taken back by your negative posture regarding everything. There's nothing wrong with playing nice. Please stop with the negativity. Thank you, Larry and Chicopee. They could not have gotten anything for him, Larry. They were not going to. Bill was not going to play along. There was no leverage there. There was no path to a trade, which is why they didn't trade him. The thing that Kraft said he did it because it's just out of the goodness of his heart or it's the right thing to do, please. Give me a break with that. Hey, Felger, I listen to your show often and find it entertaining. I often agree with your points, but you often go over the line in negativity and ignore the human element. You and Maz are going way over the line in your negative coverage of the split between Bill and Kraft. Why is it never conceivable with you guys that these two guys could have had a genuine emotion and appreciation for each other and what they have accomplished? There's nothing wrong with giving this legendary partnership a peaceful closing. When is the celebration of Bill happening on your show as you promised? Or is it going to be moving right into criticizing Kraft season? It's criticizing Kraft season.
Oh, definitely.
Starts tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Yeah, Missoula's next.
Maybe for once your show can show some genuine compassion and appreciation of the men that have given you the career you have.
In fact, I think we should start making a list. Kraft, Missoula, like a deli counter. Everyone gets a number.
Monty.
more than just one offline saying you appreciate them. That sentence makes no sense. Just stick with this one. Maybe for once, show some genuine compassion and appreciation of the men that have given you the career you have. All the best, Brent. Brent, you know who's given us the career we have? You. You have, the fans.
The listener.
The listeners. It's not the teams. Don't get that mixed up. It's not Brady. It's not Bell. It's helped.
They've given us some material.
It's helped.
Yeah, definitely.
It's helped. But you're the ones that have given us the careers that we have. So thank you.
Otherwise, you guys would be talking about shows like The Bear.
Subject line, can you take a break from being Felger and Maz for just a second? Jesus.
Nope. It's tough to do, isn't it? How do you start being yourself?
No crap. It's important to Kraft and Bill for history to look at this moment in a positive light, you too. Victors write the history books, not losers.
Well, that depends.
And my name's Victor.
But give me a break with this. They're 4-13, dude. Anyway, he says, just ease up on the gas a touch today, boys. It wasn't that bad. Robert did well. And I actually think Bill wanted the moment to show thanks. He's a man of history. The moment is not lost on him either. Sign Rich.
We're always full throttle.
I didn't think we hit the gas that
Boy,
hard.
people are really suckers, huh?
Seriously.
Rich. Bill didn't want to be there. Get a clue, man. He agreed to it. It was negotiated.
A lot of emails.
Subject line, tool bag of the day is...
Felga.
If you don't know who the tool bag in the room is, it's you. Felger, love you, mean it, but WTF. You know what's worse than Kraft wanting the handshake picture and the breakup of 24 years to be amicable?
No what?
You ranting and complaining about it. Button up your shirt. OMG. Stephen DePere. So I got a lot of those. That was just a sample.
Nobody beats Town Fair Tire.
Nobody. Can I just follow up on the thing? It's not our job to make you feel good as a Patriot fan. That's not the deal with the show. We're not here to play along and just, that's not the deal. That's not what we do. That's not what I want to do. Just make you feel better as a Patriot fan? We're going to do that for 4 hours? No.
It's going to take a lot of work this year.
I mean, if it calls for it, if they win, if there's a good day, a good story, you're like, yes, we'll tell you what happened. But I can tell you something that didn't happen just so you can have a good day. That's not the idea.
And we make it up anyway.
All right, anyway, go ahead.